Greetings, fellow Homo sapiens. Before this video begins, I would just like to thank each and every one of you for watching. My DMs are open, preferably for suggestions on product reviews, blog posts, fanfiction, anything that I could read. Again, thank you for your support. Jesus loves you. And I do too. Hello. Welcome. I hope each and every one of you is having a gorgeous quarantine, surrounded by loved ones, animals, and loved animals. For today's passage, I will be reading excerpts from Missed Connections. This passage is titled, "To the Pretty Woman on the G Who Threw Up on Me." Man for Woman, 22, September 9, 2012. We met last Thursday, riding the train a little before noon. Despite your slumped over demeanor, I could tell you were very pretty and dressed very well. I took the only open seat next to you. I have to admit, I wrote you off as hungover, but when your head popped up from your lap to vomit outwards, I knew you were the real deal. I tried to keep the conversation as light as possible after you told me how embarrassed you felt and how your antibiotics were messing with your stomach and mind. I was honestly impressed that you had attempted to go to work that morning in your condition, but didn't want to bother you. Then the train stalled for 15 minutes, and we stopped talking. Everyone watched it slide down from the other end of the train, and I felt awful that I didn't have a plastic bag to offer in case it happened again. You got off a stop before I did. Let me know if you want to take a second crack at this. I think we hit it off well, in spite of your condition. I hope you're feeling better. This passage is titled, "To the Girl Who Attempted a B&E This Morning, Man for Woman," posted December 19, 2012. Hi. I'm the guy whose house you tried to break into this morning on Gale Street about 9:30 a.m. Our conversation was short. You said, oh my gosh," as you saw me staring back at you through the door blinds. Still, I feel we made a good connection. separated only by inches. The door and the two locks you were trying to pick. I gave you 15 minutes to make your getaway. You're welcome, PTW. I don't know if you were with a professional crew, but please don't try to break into my house again. I'd hate to shoot you in your cute, freckled face. However, if you're up for a legal encounter, I'm game. You know the one. This piece is titled, "To the Guy I Gave a Skull To." Posted July the 7th, 2006. I just wanted to let you know I wasn't a crazy lady. Here's what happened. A guy was running for the train. I saw something go fly off the end of his cane. Yes, he was running with a cane. After a few seconds of me and other waiting passengers looking around stupidly at each other, I decided to be a good Samaritan. I picked it up and saw that it was a small, polished replica of a human skull. I looked at the old man standing next to me and said, "It's a skull." He shrugged his shoulders. I didn't want it, but I have such a particular hatred of littering. I didn't want to drop it back on the floor, lest someone think I was a dirty skull litterer. I decided the proper thing to do would be to give it back to whoever dropped the thing. So, I jumped in the door of the L train and saw you with what I thought was the cane. So I said, "Here's your skull," and handed it to you. You were shocked. I thought because you didn't realize it was lost. But as I backed off the train as the doors were closing, I saw that it wasn't a cane you had, but an umbrella and luggage. And you clearly weren't the person who dropped the skull. I can't imagine how weird it must have been to have some woman run onto the train, shove a skull in your hand, and tell you it's yours. So I'm writing this to let you know it wasn't a voodoo ritual, an ominous mafia warning, a gang initiation, or a misguided attempt at getting to know you better. I truly thought you dropped your skull. Now, what did you do with it? I'm dying to know. I'm a little hungry. I'll still take you, even with your rap sheet. Man for Woman, 38. August 11, 2010. Holly. I saw your pictures today in your mugshots on the Tribune's website. You look fantastic, especially for a girl who had just been busted for pot. I believe that every girl deserves a second chance, and I want to be the guy who gives it to you. Please write back. Let me know when you're free. I'm willing to wait 30 to 60 days if that's what it takes.